Verse 8 says, "Oh, taste and see that the Lord is good. Good. Blessed is the man that trusteth in him." Just for about 6 or 7 minutes on this morning, look at your neighbor and tell your neighbor, say, "Neighbor, I don't know about you, but he keeps on blessing me." Amen. He keeps on. He keeps on. Y'all know anything about that? This thing just came on together. He keeps on blessing me. Oftentimes in my life, I have to look around and just look up towards heaven and say, "God, you done it again." Even when I thought that it wasn't going to happen, God, you just done it again. As we begin to look at our text and topic, all of us should have come to the point of realization that all that we have is because of thee and not because of me. In other words, even the person with no sense has some sense to recognize where their blessings come from. As a matter of fact, if you don't mind, let me sit a little closer to you or come down your street or avenue or block to share with you that none of us, not pastor, not you, none of us deserve to be blessed. All right. Can I plead my case? None of us deserve to be blessed. Why? Because we're finite. In other words, we're known to make some mistakes. Amen, somebody. We're known to make some wrong choices. We're known to make some bad decisions. But we are blessed because as we are finite, we serve a God who is infinite, don't or didn't make any mistakes. And in spite of what we do or have done, God still loves us. I was listening to Sister Zia. She was testifying on this morning, talking about how it's great to know that we serve a loving and a forgiving God, because if it was up to man, we may have said something or done something that man didn't agree with, and automatically they would condemn us to hell. But because of God being God, he is a loving God, and he loves us in spite of. Amen. In other words, do I have anybody in here that you know beyond a shadow of a doubt you blessed? Yeah. If you know you blessed, just shout, "I'm blessed. I'm blessed." If you know you blessed, just shout, "I'm blessed." When I don't have it, God has it. He keeps on blessing me. It's a blessing that none of us are, that none of us are a flood victim, that we are a flood victor. In other words, blessings that head our way. It's a blessing that we are above ground and not below ground. Do I have any blessed folk in this house on this morning that can be honest enough to say, "You know what, Pastor, this sermon right here is for me and my house, to let me know that I need to count my blessings." Yeah, I need to count my blessings. Somebody needs to know that your blessing is not determined by where you work. Your blessing is not determined by what you drive. Your blessings is not determined by where you live at, but your blessings is determined by who you have. Isn't it good to know that you got the Lord on your side? Anybody ever felt like giving up? Do I have any, if it had not been for the Lord on my side, individuals in this house on this morning that can testify to the fact, I don't care who see me standing on my feet praising God, but I know I almost let go. I know I almost gave in. I know I almost jumped overboard. But if it had not been for the Lord on my side, tell me where would I be? Somebody shout, "Bless." This thing is starting to get good. It's looking now. I'm blessed beyond all measures that man can measure me by. Man, if you woke up on this morning, you blessed. If you were able to stand tall on the floor on this morning, you are blessed. If you were able to dress yourself, you're blessed. If you were able to wash your face, you're blessed. If you were able to brush your teeth, you're blessed. If you was able to go to the refrigerator, let me back it up and say refrigerator. If you was able to go to the refrigerator and find something in the refrigerator so that you would be able to have breakfast, you are blessed. Thank you, Lord. Sometimes we need to count our blessings and name them one by one. He's been so good to me that I would run out of fingers just trying to count my blessings. Think about how God just keeps on blessing me. Hadn't always dotted every I and crossed every T, but he keeps on blessing me. I remember, each and every one of us ought to have a testimony instead of a testimony. I remember when God picked me up and turned me around and placed my feet on higher ground and allowed me to go in a different direction. But if it had not been for the Lord, oh my God, a lot of people would have caught these hands. All right. You can still shout bless. And as we look at the scripture text, we find David, who has a story and a testimony. David, who was picked out by God, picked on by people, begin to talk about the blessings of God. In the text, we find David said that I will bless the Lord. Sometimes, y'all, we got to get personal in this journey with God. Some of us, we spend time praying for everybody else, but when was the last time you got personal with God? David says, look, he says, I will bless the Lord. In other words, someday the blessed, which is you and I, will have to bless the blesser, which is God. Did I lose anybody? In other words, when the blesser, which is God, begins to bless the blessed, which is you and I, we have to throw it back. In other words, when the believer begins to show appreciation, when was the last time that you told the Lord, thank you, Lord? When was the last time that you went to God, and when you went to God, you didn't ask him for anything, you just wanted to tell the Lord thank you. And every now and then, when you begin to admonish and acknowledge that God is God, God will begin to reply back with a right back at you. Do I have anybody in this house on this morning that can be honest enough to say, I need a right back at you blessing? I mean, okay, this is not for you, this is not for you. But as for me and my house, I need a right back at you blessing. And David says, I will bless the Lord. It's personal. In other words, when you begin to understand how blessed you are, you ought to be able to open up your mouth and tell the Lord, thank you. David said, J.K., he said, I'm going to bless the Lord at all times. In other words, I don't care how broke I get. And if you ain't never been broke before, just keep living. And the church says, amen. Oh, anybody ever been broker than a joke? Anybody ever felt like you owe everybody? Anybody tired of getting your check, and when you get your check, everybody got something but you? Lift your name and shout, that's broke. But even in my brokenness, I still have enough sense to tell the Lord thank you. Because the same God that is able to keep and sustain me in my brokenness is the same God that will celebrate with me in my blessing. So David says, I've been there. That's the reason why we ain't jumping off no bridges, is because we've been there. I've been broke, I've been busted, disgusted, tore up from the floor up, all this, that, these, and those, and a bunch of extra napkins. But if it had not been for the Lord on my side. How many of you in this house on this morning feel like you gave up on a long time ago? They told you wasn't going to never be nothing, wasn't going to amount to nothing. But you living here, you sitting here on this morning as a living example of what God can do. Is there anybody that's excited enough to get on your feet and let the devil know that God has been good to you? Don't tell me what God can do. I used to do this and I used to do that. I'm still a work in progress. But when I think about the goodness of the Lord and all that he's done for me, my soul cries out, hallelujah. Look at your neighbor. Don't tell me what God can't do. Tell me what God can't do. Yeah, if he can take a few pieces of fish and 5 loaves of bread and feed a 5,000 multitude and still have some leftovers on what an awesome God we serve. God is able to do all things but fail. Somebody shout bless. Bless. So David says, I will bless the Lord at all times. Let me share something with you. Everybody had their own mindset about what they were going to do if they won the Powerball. Never be. Oh yeah, it was some churches that was going to be paid off. It was some pastors that was going to be sent on a month, 2-month vacation. But guess what? It didn't happen. You missed out. It was luck anyway. It was luck. Amen. Anytime you deal with luck, you're taking a chance. Amen, somebody. I share with individuals all the time. You can go have all the fun you want and try to get lucky. Just make sure you don't carry the rent money with you. Don't carry the light bill money. We talk to me, church. Don't carry a water bill. You go do whatever you need to do.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay. Let me just go back. And the text says, I will bless the Lord in all time. David was sharing with individuals. It did not matter what his status was. He still would continue to bless the Lord, and there would not be any doubt about it. It's just simple. Every time that you say, I will, it opens his will.
All right.
Look at your neighbor and tell your neighbor, just say, I will. Because every time that you say, I will, it opens his will. If the old folks used to have a habit of saying, if the Lord is willing. Well, God is willing, are you? Or are you willing to say, I will? This is spiritual significance for somebody that's going through. And I want you to know that God is willing to do whatever he needs to do for you. I will is his will. You remember when he told his son, he says, not my will, but your will be done. Even in bad times, we still have to remember the I will, because the I will opens up his will. David says, I will bless the Lord. There are two types of individuals. There are those that are in his will and those that are out of his will. But I'm here as a living example, man. It's just good to be in the will of the Lord. Am I the only one that's crazy enough to believe that, man? It's just good to be in the Lord's will. And I want you to know that the Lord is willing, but are you? See, when you're in his will, the will overpowers the want. I love it when people tell me what can't happen. We serve a God that is a God of I can. The scripture says, I can do all things through Christ Jesus who strengthens me. Man, you can't back God up. You can't stop God. No matter what you try to do. Whatever situation you in, if God is in it, you're going to come out a winner. Talk to me, somebody. If God is in, anybody ever plead and prayed and petitioned God late in the midnight hour? I'm talking about you needed an instant prayer answer. You needed an instant breakthrough. And God just made something happen. When you're in his will, you understand what it is to ask because you're covered. You understand what it is to seek because you're covered. You understand what it is to knock because you're covered. So we got to learn how to go ahead and bless God and understand that the blessed will bless the blesser. I'm going to give you this and then I'm done. How many of y'all in here feel like that you're in a crazy season right now? Be honest with God. You feel like, man, things just ain't going the way you think they should go. You just can't put your hand on it. Anybody ever been in a season like it? Have you ever felt like everything that you touch, it turns from sugar to shucks? Anybody ever? You ever been there? Anybody ever felt like Paul? Paul said that the things that I should do, those are things that I don't do. And the things that I don't do, those are the things that I should do. And then Paul even came back and said, he said, man, every time I try to do good, evil is, in other words, every time I try to do the right thing, up jumps the devil. But I want you to know in this place on this morning, as we are understanding that he keeps on blessing me. I want you to understand this. Your blessing, hear me when I say it. Your blessing is bigger than your burden. Somebody need to hear that right there. If you think that you've been burdened down, you think that you've been going through, I want you to get on your feet right now and praise God. And I want you to recite these words and repeat after your man of God. Repeat after me. My blessing is bigger than my burden. Now go around and hug 5 people and tell them that your blessing is bigger than your burden. In other words, while you trying to figure this thing out, God done already worked it out. Ain't no need of you worrying about this and worrying about that. You need to dry your weeping eye. You need to know what weeping may endure for a night, but joy cometh in the morning. David says that your blessing can be bigger than your burden. Why are you trying to figure this thing out? God done already worked this thing out. Yeah, my blessing, and I'm done, my blessing. How many of you feel like you got a burden on you right now? Some of y'all be honest enough to say, Pastor, I look like a burden, but I want you to know that you may be going through a burden, but we serve a God who is a burden bearer. My blessing is bigger than my burden. David says, and I'm done. David says, in his praise shall continually to be in my mouth. I don't care how bad it gets. I think it was Tasha Cobb that went in and said, you better put a praise on it. You better learn how to put a praise on whatever it is. If it's your kids that out of order, you better put a praise on it. Catching hell on the job, you better put a praise on it. Problems in your relationship, quit talking and telling everybody and learn how to go to God and put a praise on it. Problems in your family, you better learn how to put a praise on it. How about your neighbor and tell your neighbor, put a praise on it? Back in the day, they used to say name it and claim it. You better learn how to start talking to God and name it and claim it. If you want God to be a God that make a way for you, you better name it and claim it. If you tired of being broke, you better name it and claim it. Learn how to put a praise on it. Amen. What's your blessing? Look at your neighbor and tell your neighbor, I'm so glad I got a blessing. Oh, my blessing is bigger than my burden. Those that are dealing with burdens right now, just shout, I'm bigger than that. I'm bigger than that. You are bigger than that burden. You are better than that burden. Just learn how to bring a shout out of your mouth and tell the devil that he is a liar, that God is still going to bless you. God going to cover you. He's going to cover your family. He's going to cover your kids. You're going to walk like you blessed. You're going to talk like you blessed. You're going to shout like you blessed. You're going to know that God is able to do all things. Somebody shout blessed. So, if you don't remember anything else, look at your neighbor and tell your neighbor, we bigger than that. We bigger than that. We are bigger than any burden that the devil may try to throw your way. And truth be told, every church, everybody is going through something, but we serve a God that is able. Get on your feet if you believe that God is able to do what he said he would do. You believe that he'll do what he promised to do. Get on your feet and thank God in advance and tell the Lord, thank you. He says, I can't hear you. Tell the Lord, thank you. He says, I can't hear you. If you really believe it and receive it, tell the Lord, thank you. We're bigger. We're bigger. We're bigger than that, man. We're better than that. We ain't falling out over this. Okay, so what you messed up? Okay, get on back up. Dust yourself off. And try it again. We serve a God that is able to do all that. All of us have made some mistakes and still making some mistakes. There ain't no perfect person in the house of God. Nobody but God, Jesus, and the Holy Ghost. And the church says, amen. All of us have done some stuff or participated in some stuff that we just don't take to heaven with us. Am I right about it? Amen. But at the end of the day, we're bigger. We're bigger than that. The bigger the blessing, the bigger the burden, the better the blessing. David says that I will bless the Lord at all times, and his praises shall continually to be in my mouth. At this time, we still